Hi, good morning. Self-discipline. Do others suffer as bad as I do without no self-discipline? It's not super late. It's Saturday. It's 8:30. I get up a few minutes ago. Um, Kettle's boiled, coffee steeping. I'm feeling lethargic. I don't want to do my rowing, which, I haven't even, I have my quiet time, my devotion, my inspirational reading, my devotion. Now it's coffee time as soon as the coffee's ready. And then next is exercise time. I really hope that I do it, the exercise, because I'm not self discipline, not so great at, I guess. These people that train hard always, or whatever, they're due diligent with. Where do they find it? Where do they find that goal? Where do they find that self-discipline? Where do they find that desire to just, maybe they like it. See, I don't like exercise at all. I don't mind the Monday through Friday thing, I guess. It's kind of like a job. You do it because you have to. But weekends, I got this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, man. It's like they're my nothing days. I know it's been pretty dry this week for doing things because I'm kind of self isolating. Um, I'm not unwell or anything, but due diligence. So coffee smells good. Don't mind the dew. Wash and wear weather is finally back, so I did that, and I just let my hair be, and by the end of the day, it was pretty wild. And no, because it was a wash and wear day, which curly, right? So yeah, I didn't comb it before bed. I brush it. I just kind of, as my daughter says, prayed it. Now we're every which way, and whatever. I think it wants to go this way. I don't know what it wants to do. I can do it back there. That's what it can do. Come on, coffee, hurry up. So yeah, I might. Let's see if my mom wants to take her runners back. Um, for 5 days since I've been home. I don't stink any worse than I did at the beginning, so um, yeah. Like I said, I only do 4 or 5 days away from my folks. When they're older, they need me to do things for them. And my mom told me on Saturday, last Saturday, a week ago, she popped into Safeway or Sobeys or whatever you want to call it, and young cashier was concerned for her well-being. Um, she runs out of steam very quickly, runs out of energy. She gets wobbly and tries not to fall down. I was gonna say tries to fall down, but that hasn't actually happened yet. But grabbing things so you don't fall down. That's a thing. And lack of oxygen, lack of air, lack of breath. Um, yeah, she's a mess. I'm not gonna lie, my poor mom. So, of course, we women, we have this thing in us that, oh frick, I'm choking to death, so I think I'll run off to the bathroom alone. Yes, we do this just for you people who aren't aware that women are vain. It's the only thing I can come up with. I've done it, okay? I'm choking or whatever, and I disappear because heaven forbid you see me out of commission or choking or, being a mom and you're sick and you're just really should probably be in the hospital. Had pneumonia. I didn't know. Well, I mean, I knew I had a bad cold, okay? The kids were little, like my eldest was 2. No, 4. They were both within that age, okay, little. And I'm single mom, and I just remember being very, very tired. I remember that I couldn't sleep in my bed. I couldn't lay down because I'd cough so bad I couldn't breathe. It was winter time. I mean, we had snow that year, which was one of those miracles. And I remember standing outside in my bare feet and a t-shirt and underwear and just trying to cool down and just trying to get my lungs to open so I could breathe. So, I could breathe because, apparently it's something we need to do. Excuse me. Yeah, I finally went to the doctor and she's like, well, I felt so. That was the next day after that night because it was brutal. It was so brutal. I thought, oh my lands, like something's real wrong. But I have time for that. I'm a mom of 2 babies, they need me. You don't have time to do anything but be a mom when you have babies. And people say, oh, that's not true. Well, it's instilled in us, okay, whether it's true or not. 90% of us women push through, push through, push through because it's what we're designed to do. We're designed to be the mamas. We're designed to be the caregivers. And anyway, so I did go into the doctor the next day and she told me that I had pneumonia badly and the fever, whatever, had broke that night. And that's why I felt so awful, is it finally broke. I should have been in the hospital. I should probably go to the hospital. I just laughed at her. I said, yeah, what about them? What about them? It's not like I can take them to puppy boarding school or, you could really afford that. Like, yeah, no, that's not an option, doc. Thank you for clarifying that I'm gonna survive. I needed to know that because I didn't think I was going to last night, and they need me. So I need a coffee. Do I take you with me or do I make you wait? I'll make you wait. Oh my goodness. Making you wait, now I'm malfunctioning. How do you malfunction a French press? Well, there's a thing here. There we go. The coffee actually pours through, and I always turn it off when I'm steeping so all my heat doesn't escape. I did want it to escape. And I also cover my little press after I get my first cup so the next one doesn't get cold. Nothing to do with self-discipline. So yes, we push through things. I don't have that anymore. I don't have that. Then again, I really adored and loved my children, so it was no question, no fuss, no muss, right? Like it was. I don't like to exercise. I'm gonna whine at you about it, okay? I don't like to exercise. Excuse me. I have a tickle this morning. I have not evacuated. excuse me, all the cat hairs and things out of my body yet. And just before we get up in the morning, we have a morning snuggle. I think it's her way of waking me up to tell me she's ready to go outside. But she'll lay on my chest right here, and her nose is here. And then, of course, I have to give her the scritches. So now we're really just fluffing everything up into the air. I like my cat. I love my cat. You know, it's like when you're sick and you look after your kids, you do it anyways, okay? So all of this, the itchy eyes, the stuffed up nose, the scratchy throat. It's not her fault I'm allergic, okay? It's not her fault that fate brought her to me and that this is where her home would be. I mean, she didn't have to stay. She could have left after I raised her and had her fixed. And, you know, when I'm cutting her off now because my daughter told me she doesn't feed her dog cheese because it builds yeast up in their skin and gives them the itchies. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's because I would treat my cat for fleas with that poison, that advantage. I mean, you know, I know, but it's unhealthy for them to have fleas too. Very unhealthy for them. So it causes worms and all the things. So, okay, you know. So, and I said to my dad, I says, I think killed my cat with the advantage. You know, turned out that it was the oils. Turned out it was me. I was using eucalyptus, I think eucalyptus oil, maybe. I have a lava bracelet, and I was using eucalyptus because it's very calming. And breathe easy, and I was taking a course. It was really intense, and I was dealing with my inner, you know, take a look inside and see why you do the stupid things you do. So I was trying to just, you know, don't take Valium, breathe eucalyptus. Anyhow, yeah. It turned out that she likes eucalyptus as well. And I found, like, I would apply it with Q-tip. And I found the Q-tip. She had eaten a cotton bit, so she ingested she lost some hair. It's just like, what the life is going on with my cat? She got mange now. Like, good grief, you know. Yeah, no, I tried to poison her. Not on purpose. It was a total accident. So now when I use my oils, I keep them up high. I'll make sure that anything that has oil on it or eucalyptus, or I have a bunch of different ones now. Like my sister bought me it's called the Woods, and it's like different trees. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And they infuse. Anyway, off topic. I make sure it goes in the garbage with the lead, so she can't enjoy something that doesn't make her feel good. Right. So anyway, I thought it was the advantage. I thought I was killing my cat. And then he goes, I don't think she has fleas. I'm like, I know, right? I mean, she's been to the vet. She lives with me and I don't have fleas. So I don't think I have fleas. I haven't seen any. I mean, you know, I look periodically. Anyway, yeah. She won't leave. She won't run away. Oh, I was telling you right. I was hoping she would, because she was a barn cat. I thought maybe, you know, the feral level in her would be too much to be able to live with a human. And, you know, I think, well, best chance, like she's still on the farm. I was still on the farm up on the mountain at the time. So if she got out, you know, there's the barn, there's the shop, there's all the old coops, there's, you know, places that she can dwell. I fed her absolutely everything I ate, you know, just in case she decided to go back out there and be wild. Well, then, you know, she wasn't just accustomed to man-made animal food. She could digest and process whatever she caught. So, yeah, it turns out she doesn't eat meat. I know, right? A cat. Oh, wow, a cat. It doesn't eat meat. My hair is driving me crazy. I can see it, and it's like, wow, you should cut that off or something, because usually what happens is it goes up top when I feel that I should cut it off because it's out of control. I could comb it. There's that option. Hmm. Good morning coffee. I always love my first cup. It's always so aromatic. Smells so good when I can smell, and the flavor is amazing, and the strength is great. All of it. It's my favorite cup of the day. No, they're all my favorite cups. I love it. I like my coffee. So anyway, she doesn't eat meat, right? You're a cat. You live on protein. You should probably eat meat. No, no. Excuse me. I have to blow. I have to blow. I'm going to blow. So I'm going to duck down to do this so I don't do it in front of you. That's all I'm doing. Is blowing my nose. Last week I was snuffing sawdust, sanding. I mean, I wore a mask and everything, but it's still in the air. No, I'm no longer blowing snottist. Yeah, that's probably what it becomes, right? From sawdust to snottist. Excuse me, out of my nose. So that's a bonus, right? Anyway, good morning. I just want to tell you that my self-discipline sucks. I don't want to do my exercises. I don't want to row today. So I think I'll be honest with you and let you know whether I did or not. I mean, I'm telling you now, I don't want to. It might happen. It could happen. It's a possibility that it'll happen. I don't know. I'm gonna do the coffee. Maybe do some mindless tablet time. It's okay if I don't listen to my audiobook. I have a real book going. Okay, so now I'm overheating because I'm almost 60 and our thermostat is broken. It breaks after a certain point in life. You have no control. Your air conditioning is either rocking to the max and you're running around with your teeth clacking, or your furnace is cranking right out, or your wood stove, or whatever heat you want to source. I think mine's wood heat because it really gets up here. Oh. And then the air conditioning is going to kick in and my teeth are going to clack. It's fun. Oh. I used to, my mom used to say when your menopause starts, layers. What? Layers. Yeah, layers. So that you're not out in public and you're stripping down to your bra. You actually have a undershirt or a tank top or a t-shirt on underneath, right? And you carry your light sweater because when you're done you're burning your furnace out or your wood stove out with your heat, well then your teeth clack because you get the chills, so then you put it all back on, right? It's like, oh. It's not as amusing as I'm making it sound, okay? It's very uncomfortable, especially when you're in the middle of like cooking a big meal, Christmas time or whatever, and you're in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden, you're standing outside. Everybody's like, where the heck did she go? She's cooking. And you're like, no, yes, I'm cooking internally and I need to be out here. I really want to get naked, but all you people are here. you know, 3 minutes later, it's like, can I borrow your parka? I'm freezing. Apparently, it stops over time. I don't know. Um, I don't know that my body's gonna do the normal hormonal thing. I mean, when I was 33, I had a complete hysterectomy for medical reasons. And they told me that this is it. This is what you're going to be for the rest of your life. Like, you're going to go through a change, but you don't produce any hormones anymore. And okay, cool. Whatever. I mean, I don't hurt anymore, and I don't feel like I'm dying anymore. So sure, I can handle not ovulating for the rest of my life at 33. You know, I forget all about it, and then when I run into somebody doing that, and they're all the cat, and they're just hi Scratch. I forget about that. I forget my poor daughters when they came into anyway, right? Like, not a clue. I don't know anymore, honey. It's been like 20 years for me. Have you seen those shelves? It's like going to mix up candy. Like, what the hell? Why? Why are there so many and so many and thick and thin and short and long and fat and super and not? And I didn't do so well for my poor child. My first outing to help her, I sent another, and they did better. And then once they did better, I followed that step, and then once the child was over the initial shock and embarrassment of it, and realized that every other woman in the universe is doing this, she was able to help me with what she really wanted. Poor kid. Yeah, choices. There's so many choices for everything. Do you work out? Don't you work out? Should you work out? Shouldn't you work out? Yes, you should work out. Everybody should exercise. And I mean, I'm not talking like go to the gym. I'm talking, I don't care if you get up and just move around in your house, vacuum your floor, sweep your floor, maybe wash a window or a mirror, right? Move, just move. Keep your body in motion so that you're not stiff and broken when you're older. That's the only reason, right? I mean, you still get stiff and you still get broken, but I think your fluidity is less painful. I'm hoping, this is my theory, and this is my goal. I'm hoping that my fluidity, right? Oh, crack. I wasn't very fluid at all. But, it's like, I want to be able to stay in motion. And in theory, oh, see, now I'm cold. I'm like, oh, brr. My teeth are clacking. Good morning. Welcome to my morning. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to turn the furnace up. It's only dropped down to 67 in here last night. Like 19 degrees, 20 degrees for you in Celsius. I'm in Fahrenheit. I like my Fahrenheit. I like my standard. I like my miles per hour. I like the old standard measure, okay? When you all brought the metric system in, and yes, I was a kid when you did it. I still haven't grasped it, okay? Doesn't matter. Like when I'm talking to the kids, right? Would you slow down? You're supposed to be doing 30. And they're like, no, Mom, it's 50. And I'm like, same difference. Okay, 50 kilometers, 30 miles an hour. Right? Then you get stateside. And you've conditioned for years about the kms, right? Do the kilometers. So now you're in the States and you're driving. This is 45, and you're like, oh, okay. Not 45 kilometers, dude. 45 miles an hour. So get your ass in gear. Go. Get going. Get going. And everybody's on their cell phones there, and you're just like, holy snap, I can't do this. I wouldn't drive in California. No way. I made my youngest do it. Poor kid, right? What a mean mom, right? It's like, yeah, no. There's 6 lanes and they're all doing Mach fucking 90. The guys on their bikes, okay, I think I swore there, sorry. On their motorbikes, okay, you know the white line between lanes? Wow. And I mean, I'm not talking like, carefully weaving out. They're like moving. There was this one guy on a bike from Canada. He was with us, man. He's like in his own lane. He's like, you can see him looking around like, holy frickin' frack, you just blew through. Like, excuse me, I don't know about you, but people just like, oh, I'm over here now. You're moving. You're doing, I don't know what he was doing. Let's say he's doing 60 miles an hour, okay? Moving. Wow. And traffic is kind of stopped, where you're not, I mean, there's 6 lanes, but you're not going anywhere. You're still stopped. Million cars. Like, oh, I get it, I think. Anyway, so we're all pretty much stopped. We're crawling, like, might be doing 5 miles an hour at the most for a minute, and then you stop, and then you stop, and then you stop, and I feel sorry for motors and cars, and sometimes people, because it can be a little frustrating. I'm waiting for a car to just won't just move. I'm going to this lane and take that biker out. Like, holy snap. I mean, I've seen it here in Canada, like in traffic jams, and that was before the Evo motor, right? When they were air cooled and you got it and they were going down the right side, right? And they're just putting along, but they're still moving, right? It's because their motors are air cooled, and that's why they do it, you guys. They're not assholes, okay? Their bikes are overheating. They gotta blow that wind through it. So yeah, they're gonna put along on the shoulder, and they're gonna keep going, and that's why the construction people on the older bikes let them go through. You who tried on the Evo, I see you sitting there waiting until you're, and they seen where you came out. So when that car goes, then you get to go, and you wait your duration. Yeah, you have a water cooled. You don't need to be rude and sneaking past because you got 2 wheels. Okay, so there's some jealousy there, whatever. I don't have a ride. I love to ride. There's probably a reason why I don't own one. I don't think I'd ever be, my saddlebags would be, I'd be, you know. Yeah, I went to Sturgis one year, and oh, what an amazing ride. What an amazing thing. What an amazing tour. To see the world. And of course, passenger, right? I mean, you can't do that while you're riding. So to see things from the back of a bike. I mean, you know how when you're looking at the mountains and everything and you think, oh my gosh, what an amazing picture. And you take the picture and you look at the picture and you're like, that's not what I was experiencing at all. Oh my God, I'm already in half an hour. Blah, 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 blah. Good morning. Hi. Anyway, yeah, see the world from the back of a bike is the most spectacular thing. So I get the cowboys, I get the open range, I get that. Like, traveling in a car has never been the same after that tour. The windows and the roof and all the things are in the way. Self-discipline, back to that, because it's gonna tell me something and not do my videos somewhere. It doesn't show up if I go past a certain point. I'm not coming up on that. Self-discipline, I don't think I have any, especially today with my rowing. I will let you know. Blessings and peace to each and every one of you. Have a fantastic Saturday, and stay cool. Okay, bye for now.